You know, when people talk about a Patrice Lumumba or Kwame Nkrumah, for example, or Thomas Sankara,
Greetings on behalf of Scrappy Consudea.
or even Sukarno, they always say that they were ahead of their time, but that's not true.
Thanks for tuning in and tuning within.
They were not revolutionary thinkers, if you know what I mean.
Are you taking the piss?
You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran that when you kill one person unjustly, it's as if you killed all of mankind. You know, I said on X the other day that Ibrahim Traoré is the most important Muslim leader in the world today. More than Erdogan, more than MBS, more than anyone else. Because of what he represents. You know, of course, I had a lot of fake Pan-Africanists in my comment section getting mad about the fact that I was referring to Ibrahim Traoré as a Muslim leader, because they only want to identify him exclusively as a black leader or as exclusively as an African leader. They don't want to acknowledge the fact that he is a Muslim, because in their CIA-produced Pan-Africanism, they're ready to exclude 500 million Africans from Africa. They're so propagandized in their mind by the CIA and by the intelligence that they think being African and being Muslim is a contradiction. They've fallen for the old divide and rule tactics of the colonizers. Their indoctrinated brains will short circuit over the inconvenient fact that the most admired and the most heroic leaders in Africa today are Muslims. In Burkina Faso, in Niger, in Senegal, even Naledi Pandor in South Africa is a Muslim. Just because Ibrahim Traoré doesn't wear his religion on his sleeve, and just because he doesn't Taqwa signal, you know, all the time like some so-called Islamists, you think we don't get to claim him as part of our ummah? We don't get to say that he's a Muslim leader, but he is a Muslim leader. He's an African leader who's a Muslim. And I'm sorry to tell you, but again, the fact of the matter is that the best leaders you have in Africa today are the ones who are Muslims. You can get mad about it all you want. You can say, why does Shahid have to bring up religion? Why do you have to bring religion into it? But that's just a way of gaslighting about the fact that you don't want religion to be brought into it. You want to keep religion out of it. No, Ibrahim Traoré is fighting those Western-backed, Western-trained, Western-funded jihadi groups because he's a Muslim. Nobody has suffered more from those mercenaries than the Muslims have.
Are you taking the piss?
Suffered more from their violence and suffered more from the warped image of Islam that spread by their violence. I mean, alhamdulillah, we have many great Muslim leaders in the world today, despite what everyone says. We have great leaders, many. But in my opinion, Ibrahim Traoré is the most important. Burkina Faso, the land they call it, the land of upright people, has again produced an upright man, not only for their country, not only for the Ummah, but for all of humanity. First, they gave us Thomas Sankara. It's a part of our faith, it's a part of our religion, to appreciate those who genuinely stand for justice, even if we know that their vision is never going to be complete without Islam. So if you want to be proud of Ibrahim Traoré because of just his skin color, go ahead. If you want to be proud of him because of his country or his continent of origin, go ahead. But we're proud of him because of his belief. He's our brother in belief. We're proud of him because of his faith. And anyone who wants to deny that or deny us that, well, you're just petty and foolish and ideologically shackled.
Are you taking the piss? Like this man didn't kick France out of his country. Like this man didn't open up 2 tomato processing plants. Like this man didn't make medical health care free for all, no matter what your status is. And recently, over the last couple of days, made education free up until uni. And the dirty, stinking colonizers want to arrest him. Are we supposed to act like France didn't have its hands around Burkina Faso's throat for how long? And now we have a leader who's doing what no bumper-cluck cowardice African leader has done. And you want to arrest him on what charges? Listen, as a black people, if there's one thing we can all unite around the globe, it's because of this man, you understand? And he needs to be protected all costs, spiritually, physically, mentally. He needs to be protected by every single one of us. They already tried to take his life 19 times, yeah? And to all of you cowardice African leaders, yeah? If they try and step to Traoré, you need to prove yourselves and try and protect him. Send military, send resources, send everything you can to make sure that he protects his country. That's what you should do. But we know how it goes already with you African leaders. You rather fatten up your pockets rather than look after your people. Some of you don't even deserve to be leaders because if you're not even putting your life on the line for your people, for your country, what the hell are you doing trying to run it? You see how Ibrahim done it? And it only took him 18 bumbleclot months. Yeah? And some of you have been leaders for over 20 years. Your people should spit in your face for the way you leaders left them high and dry and living in poverty and fattening up the pockets of the West. So come on, cowards. Show us what the heart of a lion is. Show us if you can live up to Ibrahim. Show us that you can rise to the occasion. Give us something, anything to be proud of.
If we make the effort to always be alongside the private sector, it's also a message to encourage them to continue in this direction because they have understood our message of industrialization, of creating jobs for the Burkinabe youth. Investing is a risk. Every investment is a risk, but one must have boldness and courage. And if they had the courage to invest, it doesn't go unnoticed, as he so rightly said. I think the ministry has also done everything to support and advise them. And with the postal bank as well, as he mentioned, this is a message to tell others who are still hesitant to venture into industrialization that now is the time, because this is the very first detergent production unit in Burkina Faso. How many jobs are created, and the national market needs these detergents. So, we will continue to encourage all those who have taken the initiative to venture into industrialization, support them, and help them move forward so that our country becomes industrialized and prosperous. This is what led us to be present and to help support.
So this crazy bald Cro-Magnon Neanderthal dude, right? Looking like AIs or something. Because nobody know who this dude is. It just popped out of nowhere. He was speaking quite good, you know what I mean? Proper analysis on what was going on with Trump and the tariffs and all that. Until it started to sound real fishy and suspicious because they still believe like the African mind is dumbed down and they don't know English and we don't have comprehension, right? Slandering Pan Africanism when that has always been a major backbone behind our sovereignty and liberation, right? If you ever had to remove Pan Africanism and Pan Africanists from the pages of history, you would not have a Thomas Sankara, you would not have a Patrice Lumumba, nor a Kwame Nkrumah, nor today Ibrahim Traoré, nor Assimi Goita. So this dude, crazy ballad, Bob Marley said we need to chase those crazy ballets out of town. Cause I plant the cabbage and I plant the corn. And they want to come and reap. They did not plant nothing and they want to come and reap. And that's why he's trying to reap some black stupid minds and convert them into Islam. That's what it's about. Forget about all this little flattering and we need to start living up to principles. Me, I rather listen to Burkina Faso's direct news link. And for all those of y'all that use the excuse about, oh, we don't understand French, it's captions. You could tap that caption and it translated in English for you. Even if it might be, if you mean one or two words, not so direct, but the main up to 99% of the translation is on point. I speak French and Creole. I That's how I do it. I don't listen to no second hand. Well, I do listen to plausible YouTube content creators, right? That you know who's real and who's fake. And this crazy ballhead definitely ain't friggin' real to me because he's clearly trying to take away the attention of the actual, as Ibrahim Traoré himself said, this is a progressive revolution. But he's trying to say, oh, if he was in America, he wouldn't be considered as a revolutionary. Well, it is what it is. I mean, that's just dumb. If Why you trying to make me believe that Malcolm X and even Martin Luther King at the very end, right, were revolutionaries. And it's only when he became revolutionary, right, MLK, when MLK became revolutionary as Malcolm, that's when they had to take him out, right? Now, some people talking about um, they will, this is why they will take out Ibrahim Traoré, and this is why they have to take, y'all need to change the way you speak, right? Instead of saying this is why they will and this is why they have to take him out, say that they're not gonna take him out. You feel me? Every time they try, they're gonna fail, and every time they fail, we're gonna get to know more and more on how they do their things, even if you already know all the colonial cards in the deck, basically. Like which other colonial card could you draw out that we haven't already been dealt with? Not just in Africa, but all across the Caribbean, all across America, all across Europe, France. As melanated people, that's the same way we've been treated all across the board. So I'm gonna just play this. And oh yeah, this dude, he did not speak in no Islam language. Ibrahim Traoré specifically sent him as a spokesperson. Very brilliant, brilliant dude, brilliant president. You're not gonna put himself in positions where it's vulnerable. And then you know what? They would have used probably a sniper and do it like on public. You feel me, to create that worldwide shock and awe. But we're not living back in the 1970s. You feel me? This is a new age of Aquarius. This is a new age of Aquarius, where the age of Pisces that was dealing with your religions, right? Where people was looking outside of themselves. This age of Aquarius is about truth and knowing. We're not believing in no God no more, right? And I'm just happy that more and more he's promoting their sacred spirituality, their sacred, original, indigenous culture and traditions. So I would want him to remove Islam and Christianity and all of that out of Burkina Faso and find out his real Kemetic origins and spirituality, and find out that that's where all of these Abrahamic religions was plagiarized from. You feel me? The Sahel region was part of the Nile Valley civilization, ancient Kemet, ancient Nubia, Kush, right? So let me just play this. Listen carefully. Yes, Dear Arab. No. 100% African language. This is today. Oh my God. À partir de la mort, nous vaincrons. Homeland of death. Yeah. Them dudes fighting karate. Let me spell the mission. Let me spell the mission. Let me spell the mission. Real Taliban. Let me spell the mission. Real Taliban. Yes, real Taliban. Real Taliban. Hey, man, you know Baka. Real Taliban. Papanulama. Papanulama. Real Taliban. Real Taliban. Real Taliban. Real Taliban. Real Taliban. They gonna give the information in English.
Vas-y. Ah, à la dernière minute. Merci.
Look at people. He's about to give the info in English.
Camarade,
Look at the amount of people in there.
camarade. L'impérialisme,
Abba,
le néocolonialisme,
Abba,
la bourgeoisie comprador,
Abba,
le terrorisme,
Abba,
la manipulation,
Abba,
la duplicité,
Abba,
la désinformation,
Abba.
pouvoir,
Now that's
dignité,
Abba. Ashe,
intégrité,
Ashe,
tout le pouvoir,
Ashe.
la patrie ou la mort,
Nous vaincrons,
la patrie ou la mort.
nous vaincrons.
Je
We
vais
win.
faire un petit résumé
Hey, that
en
dude down there
anglais
look like
de tout ce qui a été.
Ifatunde. It's a dude in
Je
the
vous
crowd looking
rappelle
like
que le
Baba
leader...
Ifatunde.
Bon, ok, on va... Trêve de commentaires.
Burkina Faso is
People
not a
of
district
Burkina Faso,
of USA.
people of Sahel State Confederation, Defense and Security Forces, Fatherland Defense Volunteers, African Diaspora, freedom fighters, for centuries, successive generations of imperialists have behaved to predators against the peaceful people of the world, especially in African peoples. They enslaved, massacred, plundered, and colonized our free nations after having balkanized us for greater domination and shameless exploitation. The patriots, vous les patriotes, the patriots who dared to denounce this evil were simply assassinated.
Facts.
Among them were Martin Luther King, Patrice Lumumba,
Ashe,
Kwame Nkrumah,
Ashe,
Modibo Keïta,
Ashe,
Sékou Touré,
Ashe,
Nelson Mandela,
Ashe,
Thomas Sankara,
Ashe,
Thomas Sankara,
Ashe,
Muammar Gaddafi,
Ashe,
and many others.
Ashe to all the sacred ancestors.
Today, we have the real reincarnation of Thomas Sankara, the
Ashe,
Captain Ibrahim Traoré.
Traoré. Ashe,
Captain Ibrahim
that's why they
Traoré.
mad.
Captain Ibrahim Traoré.
They sick, they mad.
Diaspora, African diaspora, from United States, from Zambia, from Kenya, from Zimbabwe, from Ghana, from all over of the world are stand up and
Look at the amount
choose
of people.
choose April 30th, 2025 as a greatest day, as a great day of support of Ibrahim Traoré. This day, April 30th, will gloriously draw
That's
in
today.
the book of world history.
It is world history.
Cameron, are you right to fight
I
for
am.
Ibrahim Traoré? Ready to fight for the government? Are you right to fight for the Prime Minister? Are you right
Hey.
to fight for our forces? our national forces, our volunteers are you ready to fight for Burkina people, for Irish people? Are you ready to fight for our revolution? So now, from today, we have to stand up. We have to stand up,
fam. Stand
and
up
fight.
wherever you are. Stand up and fight.
And we win.
Just as
La
Bob Marley
patrie ou la
said.
mort!
Nous vaincrons.
La patrie ou la mort!
Nous vaincrons.
Merci,
Nous win.
camarades. Nous
Ashe.
sommes contents de votre engagement.
Make sure you guys share the video, like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because you know some people forget sometimes. So just remember to like, share, comment, subscribe to support this page, and we could keep this truth and this movement going, stabilized and strengthened, and we just advance like this, like all our ancients, great men and women always said, like, our unity is our strength. You feel me? And I will not say the opposite. Ashe, have a great day. Ibrahim Traoré said, be vigilant about disinformation and misinformation, and keep pushing out this truth. You feel me? Not the narrative that people trying to paint about them. Yeah. Me, I cannot wait to go to this place. I cannot wait to set my 10 toes on this Burkina Bay soil. Ashe, ancient Kemet as well, ancient Kush, Nubia, ancient South Africa, right? And many more, Benin, right? Ashe, gratitude. One love for the whole African continent, and we are striving each day. We're reaching closer to seeing that day where the whole entire African continent will be unified and free, emancipated. And every last one of them 54 countries gain back their sovereignty in due time, quickly, quickly. That's the positive affirmation we release into the universe. Ashe. And so shall it be done. Ashe. Gratitude is the attitude all day, every day. Until next time, fam.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Scrappy Consudea, so that we can take this page to the next level. Ashe.